a murderer who killed 2 teenage black kids. Let's put that picture up. Okay. An Ohio grand jury found a 65-year-old man was guilty of murder for shooting and killing 2 black teenagers last week. That's according to the Daily News. All right. I'll give you some background to this horrific story. After deliberating for 3 hours on December 2nd, the Montgomery County Common Pleas Court, the jury found and convicted 65-year-old Victor Santana of 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count of attempt to commit murder in the August 2019 deaths of 17-year-olds Javier Harrison and Devin Henderson. Jimmy Harrison said, and I quote, this Javier's father, "I just feel relieved. It's a couple of weights off me and probably for the family. But at the end of the day, we still aren't going to have him here. My son is still going to be gone." Let me give you some background to this extremely horrific story. One night, this was on August 28th, 2019, Harrison, Henderson, and Gibson, who was 19 at the time, Gibson, snuck into a detached garage behind Santana's home to smoke marijuana in a car they assumed was abandoned. Okay, you got teenagers doing some teenage stuff here, smoking marijuana. And there are some who would moralize against these teenagers, saying, well, they should not have been doing this. I want to remind you, mistakes, bad decisions, immaturity should not lead to a death sentence. That's not how this works. Let me give you more background, okay? We just wanted to get high, go home. Gibson, the lone survivor of this mass murder or attempted, Gibson said, we just wanted to get high. He was injured, he was not injured in the shooting, but he testified in court. He said Santana, the killer, opened the door to the vehicle in the dark, fired without warning. He said, and I quote, he didn't say nothing at all, he testified, okay? Gibson, the reason why he survived is because he literally hid under the car until the killer left. That's why he's still alive right now. And frankly, that's probably why this killer has been convicted of murder. Senator Turner, what are your thoughts on this case?
Yeah, very sad. And the jury definitely did the right thing. And you're right, Doc. Sometimes people forget where they came from. We're all human. We all make mistakes. The most important point you made is that shouldn't have turned out into a death sentence. You know, also in the article is his defense attorney, the defense attorney for Santana, saying that he heard or saw, people go, coming through his yard, going in the garage, and he was fearful. So he got his weapon. But you went outside. I get that part. You're fearful, you hear some noise, you see some images, people on your property, you like, what? You having a WTF moment. That part I get. But I don't get that if you are fearful, instead of dialing 911, what's your emergency? You decide to strap up and go outside, go in. I mean, how it makes me question how nervous was he about that, and not knowing whether they were armed or not, because they could have been, and they could have blown him away. I mean, this could have went bad the other way too. So I definitely get the emotions involved, but it was unjustifiable for Mr. Santana to go out there and just shoot into that car in the way that he did, and 2 teenagers dead, and one, thank the Lord, survived. You should have called 911.
Exactly.